Okay, so now today marks the beginning of the 6th week of our work in this process. We're halfway through the 12 lessons, and this being the 6th week, we are going to go more aggressively, more quickly, and with more force toward our goal of losing weight. We're going to dive in with 2 feet now into this process and elect to bring about some change quite quickly now. So this is a session that you can use anytime you want a little acceleration boost, or after you have felt like you have fallen off the wagon a little bit and need some time to build up some good being in a deficit under your belt. And it's also good for a time when you want to turbo thrust your results and move along the path toward your weight loss more quickly. More quickly, because you are understanding that in addition to all of the wonderful spiritual aspects of this process that are brought into being for you through your fasting and through your meditation, through being gentle with yourself, and through looking at this process as something that is sacred and to bring about a permanent healing versus a quick fix. All that being true, all that being said, there is still nothing that will get around the fact that in order for you to lose weight, you have to pay back a caloric deficit that you have already eaten. And knowing that you want to do this more quickly, at least for periods of time, and understanding that this is not necessarily something that you will do for the rest of your life, but something that you will willingly do now, you just begin to relax. Beginning to relax now, quite excited that you can make this process go a little bit faster for yourself, quite clear and calm and relaxed, in the knowledge that you are ready now to eat a bit less than you have been. You are ready because you have all of these wonderful tools that you've built up over the last 5 weeks to aid you through the tough times and help you gain understanding of the process. But you also find right now that you are ready. You are ready to move into this quickly, aggressively, forcefully even. And you're ready to do whatever it takes to bring about an acceleration toward your goal, to put your foot on the accelerator and move more quickly along this path for all of the many reasons that you would like to do this. All of the many reasons that it is so appealing now to relax in the knowledge that you're going to hasten this process along for you, for yourself, for your life, for your body, just in time for spring. And so relax further and further, more deeply, more quickly, not taking too much time to luxuriate, but just quickly and clinically moving into relaxation so that you're primed to hear these suggestions and not wanting to waste any time, and so letting your descent into relaxation reflect literally what it is that you're trying to do here, which is move quickly. And so you do just that. You move quickly into relaxation, letting go. And it feels so wonderful to relax. Letting go in your entire body, scanning now to see where any other areas of your body are remaining tense and letting it all go. Quickly scanning now the top of your head, down through your face, jaw, cheeks, then down through your neck, shoulders, back, all relaxed. Down your hamstrings, calves, and heels. And then moving up in a rippling wave across the top, front of your body. Feet, shins, knees, quadriceps, hips, entire torso completely relaxed. Chest, throat, completely relaxed. Let go. Just sleep. Sleep now. Just listening to the sound of my voice, guiding you deeper and deeper and deeper. And now I will begin to count back, again in the spirit of the simplicity and efficiency of this particular session. Simply, I will count back from 10 to 1, and with each step that I count backward, each number, you will go further and further and more deeply and more completely into relaxation. So here we go now. 10 times deeper than you were just a moment ago. 9, deeper and deeper and deeper. 8, so relaxed. 7, I know you can go deeper. 6, sleep now. 5, more and more relaxed. 4, even deeper, so much deeper. 3, letting go. 2, and 1. So relaxed, and now you find yourself sitting outside among the stars around a beautiful campfire. And as you gaze up into the night sky, you feel wonder and awe and luminous possibilities spreading out before you, as if the whole world were yours. And imagining that if you should wish upon one of the stars in the night sky, that your wish would, in fact, come true. You're really believing that. That feels so wonderful to you now. Just to connect with the fact that whatever you believe for yourself, whatever you believe is going to happen, whatever you believe is true, is what is going to happen. And that feels so wonderful. And at the same time, you fully realize that each and every physical thing that needs to be carried out by you in order for you to have what you want, every single connection that needs to be made with each and every single person, all of the activities, all of the knowledge, skills, etc., and each and everything that needs to happen in order for you to have what you want needs to happen. The fact that you believe it adds a dimension to your doing that is wonderful. You will feel at times like a hidden hand is guiding you. You will meet all of the people that you need to meet and make all of the connections that you need to make in a sort of synchronistic, if almost magic-seeming way. But you know that it's not magic. And what fun would that be anyway, if you could wave a hand and have things suddenly appear out of nowhere? What would the point of living be? And so you're clear about this now, that there's no getting around the fact that because you want to lose weight, you are willing now and always, each and every day, to do whatever it takes for you to lose that weight. And basically the only thing that needs to happen you need to eat less. You need to eat in a deficit. And over a period of time, as that time is elapsing, you gradually repay via a calorie deficit for the calories that you ate that led to a weight gain. And you're ready to just do this now. You're ready to just take care of this. You don't want to prolong this any longer. You understand that you will not eat in a deficit forever. So one of the things the diet industry likes to let you try to believe, lead you to believe, want you to believe, so that you can be addicted to compulsively buy the next best diet program. They like to tell you that it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. If you can buy into the lifestyle that they are selling, all of the accoutrement that goes with it that they're also selling, all the various foods and every other lifestyle product that each of these different diet gurus has to offer you, then you never have to go off. You can stay with their program. And that's simply not true. You will eat in a deficit for a short period of time, and then when you are done losing weight, you will eat at maintenance. It's as simple as that. And so, knowing that it's that simple, you're ready to move quickly. So, even though you know that it's important to be nice to yourself and exhibit a lot of nurturance and self-care during this time that you're reducing, you're ready now just to turn the screw a little tighter, just to put the pedal to the metal a little bit more, and to allow yourself to move more and more into a feeling of being just a little bit uncomfortable with what you're asking yourself to do. Understanding that sometimes there are aspects of our being that do not need to be fed or encouraged or tended to, because these aspects of ourselves that are in ourselves and everyone else do not always bring about the best for us. And so as you sit in front of this fire in the night sky, you begin to recall the old Cherokee tale that you have heard many times about two wolves. It's a simple old tale about an old Cherokee who's teaching his grandson about life. And he basically and simply says, a fight is going on inside me. It's a terrible fight between two wolves. One is evil. He is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other wolf is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too. The grandson asked his grandfather, which wolf will win? And the old Cherokee simply replied, the one you feed. The one you feed. So which one this week will you feed? You will only feed the part of you that has your best interest and your goals and objectives at the forefront. That is the wolf that you will feed. And so you'll find that this week it's very easy just to go the extra mile with regard to staying in your deficit. Do you have to finish everything that's on your plate, or is there a little something that you could leave? Is there a way for you to shave off an extra 100 calories today? Or are you going to eat up every morsel that you're entitled to, feeling sorry for yourself that you can't have more? Are you willing to push your first meal back just a little while longer and allow yourself to enjoy some of the wonderful benefits of staying in your fast a little bit longer and drawing on food stores, paying back that deficit a little earlier, a little sooner? Are there other ways that you've been sabotaging yourself that you can just simply stop? Have you been sneaking a piece of candy out of the candy jar at work and not recording it? Have you been adding a little extra oil or butter to the pan before you saute your vegetables, thinking that it doesn't really matter? What else can you do? Do you really need that little bit of dessert right before you go to bed? Just one little cookie, a half a cup of ice cream, or so you've been telling yourself over these weeks. But if you were able to do without that, would it move you along your path more quickly? When you are giving in to those urges, which wolf are you feeding? Which wolf will you feed? Are you hearing that voice that says, I'd like to have a little cookie as a treat, from a place of really caring for yourself and giving yourself something enjoyable to help you stay in a deficit? Or is it the dark wolf disguising his request as just a little something extra to help make your deficit more enjoyable, when really it's sending you over the edge and taking you away from your goals? How can you make your weight loss go faster this week? You will be looking for ways each and every day to trim a little bit here, cut a little bit there, and just to give yourself a little bit of slack in terms of your process by making it just go a little bit faster, even if just for a few days, because you understand now that the quicker you can pay it back, the quicker you can go back to just eating at maintenance and enjoying your life. The basic principles of your eating plan won't change all that much from day to day. You will always be able to carefully track each and everything that you're eating, just to watch your energy and to see how it's balancing out. But you understand that if there's a little bit of extra weight gain here and there, every now and then, whether it's from eating at maintenance and going back into a second or third or fourth round of weight loss, you being on a vacation, or just needing a break from dieting, from time to time you find that these accelerated stretches of getting a good period of being in the deficit under your belt help you so much. You find that after you've been able to create a nice deficit and stay in that fasted state, eating just a little bit less than you need, that is all you need to continue on toward your goal. And so for this period of time, you're just trusting that creating this deficit is all you need to know to ensure that you're making progress toward your goal. And that is the key here. You don't need to weigh yourself. You don't need to check in to make sure this is working. You don't need to measure yourself. You don't need pictures. All of those things are nice, and you can certainly use them if you feel like you want to. But for the next little while, the main indicator of whether or not you are on track is based on one fast and one fast alone. Did you hit your calorie goal for today? Did you stay in your deficit today? Was there or is there a way for you to go a little bit under in your calories just to do without a little bit of your food. And each and every time that you are able to do that for yourself, with yourself, you will stop and imagine that you are starving the dark wolf within. This is a symbol of you starving the dark wolf within. You understand that if you don't give any energy, any food, any fuel to the anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. If you starve those negative emotions by not giving them your attention, then they won't crop up again and ask to be fed to a caloric surplus, and you will remain thin. Starve the dark wolf, and no longer have that negativity to soothe and cover up with food moving forward. So just for this next little period of time, you are going to metaphorically starve the dark wolf by allowing yourself to go hungry from time to time as a literal demonstration of your willingness to eradicate that negativity and darkness by starving it. It's still present within you and present with each and every person. Knowing that, understanding that will help you feel compassionate, will help you understand that when people act in ways that you don't appreciate, that you don't have to take it personally, that has nothing to do with you, and in fact has nothing to do with them and who they really are, and they're white wolves, and you're willing to do this. And you will notice over the next 8 weeks significant weight loss, and you will notice in the past that any time your weight loss has been stalled, it's because you've given in to the dark wolf and literally have fed that negativity through your attention, through your preoccupation, and literally by putting food in your mouth to cover up that lone cry of that dark wolf, but no longer. The white wolf is completely satisfied, and you will know the difference between a little something extra that's making a deficit more enjoyable and sabotage. You will completely understand those differences. And knowing now that you're taking an accelerated path toward your goal, and knowing that even as you wake up from this meditation session, you're already thinner. Feels wonderful in every way. So if you're sleeping through the night, drift off to sleep now. And if you're waking up to enjoy your day and feed your white wolf, then I'll count you out of this session now from 5 to 1. And when I hit the number 1, you will feel wonderful in every way. 5, 4, feeling wonderful in every way. 3, 2, and 1. Wake up.